Hi, I'm Nate Schnellenberger, President of the Indiana State Teachers Association. Thank you for taking the time to view this video. The purpose of this video is to update you on two very important issues currently being considered in Indiana, both of which could have an impact on you, your school, and the children you teach. First, let's look at State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Dr. Tony Bennett's proposed changes to teacher licensure, preparation, and professional development. In late July, Dr. Bennett presented a 50-page document to the Professional Standards Advisory Board that asked for some substantial changes in current teacher preparation, licensure, and professional development rules. I appointed a school quality task force of ISTA leaders to evaluate Dr. Bennett's proposal to determine areas of agreement and to propose alternatives to areas of disagreement. The task force conducted an electronic survey of ISTA members, and I am proud to say that more than 5,000 members responded. Those responses were taken into account as the task force developed its suggestions. The recommendations of the task force can be found on our website at www.ista-in.org. Those recommendations were also sent to all members of the Professional Standards Advisory Board, and in late August, with those suggestions in hand, I met with Dr. Bennett and members of his staff and ISTA's staff to discuss his proposal. The dialogue with Dr. Bennett was frank, but was also productive. Dr. Bennett listened to all of our suggestions, and we believe that he will incorporate most of them into a revised proposal. Our conversation further resulted in the possibility of substantial common ground to make professional development activities for teacher relicensure more accessible, more affordable, and more relevant. I strongly believe that your involvement and ISTA's advocacy made a positive difference in this matter. We later met with representatives of the Indiana Association of Public School Superintendents, the Indiana School Boards Association, the Indiana Principals Association, the Indiana Association of Colleges of Teacher Education, and the Association of Teacher Educators, as well as several other public education groups, to search for common ground among our organizations regarding teacher preparation, licensure, and professional development. This meeting allowed us to listen to the opinions of those education groups and to also share our views on this issue with them. While we differed on a few aspects, we did agree on the core substance of those issues. On September 3rd, ISTA presented testimony outlining our position to the Division of Professional Standards Advisory Board. Additional comments can be submitted to the Standards Board throughout September. Check our website for information on how to do so. A public hearing on the plan will be held in October, with final rules to become effective next summer. We will continue to work with Dr. Bennett and the Advisory Board to align teacher preparation, licensure policies, and professional development with the needs of Indiana students and educators. Second, I want to address President Obama's Race to the Top state grant proposal. On July 24th, President Obama and Secretary of Education Arne Duncan announced Race to the Top, a competition for more than $4 billion in federal grants for public education. The goal of Race to the Top is to drive reform in the areas of teacher effectiveness, standards, data systems, and struggling schools. ISTA will continue to collaborate with Indiana's Department of Education as Indiana applies for a Race to the Top grant. We share the Obama administration's goals to transform public education and to prepare all students for the 21st century. We applaud the fact that the Race to the Top grant competition will require states to adopt recognized high standards as well as comprehensive tracking of multiple lines of evidence of student achievement. We applaud the fact that the Obama administration continues to emphasize the importance of teacher quality in student success, and that schools that face the toughest challenges must have talented and qualified educators. We are especially pleased by the administration's willingness to listen and include the entire education and community, including teacher unions, in this process. Unfortunately, some of the proposed guidelines miss the mark because they take us down a road we've been down before, with some of the same failed policies of No Child Left Behind. Specifically, the draft grant language, as it currently stands, would favor states that link teacher evaluation and pay to student achievement data, and states that ease limits on charter schools. After living with the unintended consequences of No Child Left Behind, no one should be surprised that educators are skeptical about linking student achievement to teacher evaluation and compensation. We believe there's a better way, one that takes into consideration the real-world experiences of frontline educators, one that moves away from viewing students, and now teachers, as test scores. We believe a child is more than a test score. So is a great teacher. We believe that teachers should be evaluated on their practice using multiple criteria, not just one. What we do not believe is that charter schools are the silver bullet to improving public instruction. Yet Secretary Duncan has unilaterally decided that charter schools are the answer to all that ails our public school system, urban, suburban, and rural, and all must comply with that narrow strategy. We believe a better strategy might be to focus on school districts working to implement proven school improvement strategies. Innovation happens in all kinds of school settings, not just in charter schools. Other models, such as magnet schools, produce results as good, if not better, than charter schools. ISTA will continue to work with the Obama administration and with the Indiana Department of Education to advance a comprehensive agenda that works for all of Indiana's children. Please stay tuned by periodically checking our website for future developments. Your input and participation will be vitally important as this process moves forward. Thank you for all you do for our students and for our association.